Hey everybody, Matt Happy Harvest CT here. Gonna try to keep this one short and sweet. Main objective again is just set up. Right now, everyone should just be doing research on setting up for their garden. I know you're gonna see us do a variety of things. We have things on a bigger farm-like scale. We have things on a smaller family of 3 scale. Some things we'll be giving to friends and family, but mostly all the food we grow is what we eat, we store it. We'll go over step by step exactly how we go through the process. First year really doing some of it, so it's gonna be entertaining. Stick with us. So today really is about successional planting. You want to plan for successional planting, and this takes a little while. I'm not an Excel person, but I do have an Excel based on the successional planting I use. Successional planting is basically growing plants more than once. Now, a common issue that people get into is they plant a whole entire row of lettuce at the same time. All of a sudden, you're stuck with 15 heads of lettuce. What the heck are you going to do with 15 heads of lettuce? You're going to give it away, which is nice. If you just want to give it to your friends and family, good for you. All right. So I successionally plant. So I'll throw in, 8 to 10 heads of lettuce just because we do eat all our food and eat it a lot. And then 2 weeks later, I'll throw in another 8 to 10, kind of close to it. 2 weeks later, throw another another 8 to 10. So I'm always getting. So as this one's cutting it off, there's already one growing and almost ready to go. Then once this one's done, there's already one growing and ready to go. That's like successional planting. That's really, really important with a lot of the fast growers. So your lettuces, your arugulas, things that you are going to harvest pretty regularly. All right. Then there's interplanting. This is once one crop is done and it's a cool weather crop, you go ahead and plant a warm weather crop. So your cold weather crops are like arugula, carrots, beets, onions. It's a one-time thing. All right. After that's done, you can pull it and you can use the intercropping method. Throw some compost down. Don't just pull and throw something in. Throw some compost. Throw some good stuff in there, and then that's when you plant your intermediates. Your beans, cucumbers, melons, your pumpkins. All right. You also want to look at the germination rate of the seed and the maturity rate of the plant. I know, a lot of information to take in, but we can all handle it. I'm here for you. Like pumpkins, I think, some of them go up to like 80 days. Some of them are like more like 100 days. Matters on the variety. So you need to get those in at the right time of the year. Also, you got Halloween. You want them before Halloween. All right. Then you have your warm weather crops: eggplant, tomatoes, peppers. So those we're not really planting those till end of May. Again, I can do those successionally though, because I'm going to try to get more than one out of it, and we'll see how it goes. I think the peppers, I got a strong chance. Tomatoes, a family of 3 probably only needs 2 tomato plants. So if you're planting more than 2 tomato plants, I hope you're making sauce. All right, because you're going to end up with a lot of potatoes or salsa. All right, but you're going to end up with a lot of tomatoes. So one thing, if you notice something's not growing, don't be afraid to pull it early. It's okay. If it's not growing because disease, like powdery mildew or something, you probably won't get that till later in the year. We won't discuss powdery mildew. Don't even like talking about powdery mildew. All right. But don't put it in the compost that you're going to be composting for your garden. You never want any diseased plants going into there. All right. Diseased plants is different than kitchen scraps or the little mold. It's different. All right, so I have 3 different composting methods. My vermicompost, which is my worms, kitchen scraps. Then I have my big compost outside for the soil and all that. So I got the worm castings, I got the good compost soil, and then I have what I call the messy compost, and that's just sticks, brush, things like that. If you want more information on composting, people are asking. I actually got my compost this year from a company called Bombachi Mulch out of Essex, Connecticut. Phenomenal mulch. Very impressed with it. Pure, clean. Already got worms in there, so very happy with that. So go to your local place. I know there's a lot of local towns that have leaf collections. Maybe they make their mulch. Old Sabre, Connecticut. I know they make gorgeous mulch, residents only. I can't get my hands on that, but so reach around. You really do want a good mulch. and a good compost to be able to throw in there. So I'm trying to think anything I missed. Oh yeah, have fun with this too. I know a lot of people get stressed out, like, oh my gosh, like I had to get my tomatoes in by, May 20th. It's okay if you didn't get them by May 20th. You can plant them in June. They'll be okay. And I'm going to give you little hints and tricks on how to grow more, get more out of your garden. There's this little book that I've studied up on. This is one of them, by Mel Bartholomew. All right, he's awesome. There's another one, I believe his name is Hugh. Yeah, Hugh Richards. All right, Grow Food for free. Incredible, great resources. Love these books, but if you got to remember, I'm zone 6A, all right? You have to know your zone. Zones are very important, all right? So if you haven't figured out your zone yet, that's like step one. Know your zone so you know when your last frost date is, you know when the first frost date is, and you know your temperatures a little bit. All right, if there's any questions, please message me. Busy this week. Just, again, more infrastructure. Setup is so important. And then once the season really starts going, it's maintenance. It's weeding, hopefully not too much weeding, and planting and harvesting. All right. If there's any questions, please let me know.